Today, we are going to talk about the custody and the guardianship under the family code, the Moroccan family code. The cases where the mother can lose the custody of her kids, her marriage, would it impact the custody, also who has the guardianship under the Moroccan law. These are really important questions that I would like to discuss in our video today. So first of all, the most asked question is if the marriage of a foster mother would it impact her custody rights. So Article 175 of the Family Code clarifies that in the four cases that we're gonna discuss right now, the marriage of a foster mom would not impact her rights of custody of her kids. So the first case is if the child under the custody is under 7 years old. So he's less than 7 years old, then in this case, the custody is still with the mother even after her marriage. Or if he's harmed by separation from her, but also that would need to be proved to the judge so that he can leave the custody to the mother. Second case is if the foster child, he has a disability or a disease that makes his custody difficult, so that it's so difficult for him to be separated from his mother, and the mother is the only one capable of taking care of him or her because he has a special case. Third case is if her husband, the new husband of course, is close relative or a legal representative of the child under the custody. Last case is if she is the legal representative. And this is where we talk about the difference between having the custody and having the legal representation, which is the guardianship. In Moroccan law and in the family code, you could have both or one of each. One last point is that when it comes to the expenses and to the alimonies, even after her marriage, the father still needs to pay for the kid alimony. So the alimony for the kid remains even after the marriage of the foster mother. Also, under the custody rights, it's important to note that if the kid or the foster child completes 15 years of age, then he would have the right to choose between his father or his mother. So that's also important. So once he's or she's 15, they can choose between their mother or father to choose where to stay, to who would have their custody. Last point regarding the custody, it's important to note that the court, meaning the judge, they have the right to reconsider the custody if it's in the interest of the foster child. So they're gonna see all the circumstances and see what's better, what's best for the child, and then decide if the custody should go to the mother or father or to another relative if both they are not qualified, or they would not provide an adequate housing for the foster child. Now we can move to the second part of this video, which is about the guardianship. I mean, who has the legal representation of the foster child. And the Moroccan law, which is now this is a very controversial article because it gives the guardianship to the father. So the father has the power of being a legal representative of his child. Meaning what? Meaning if the kid wants to open a bank account, he would need an authorization from his legal representative because he's a minor, so that would be his father. And if he wants to complete any administrative paper, he would need to have the legal representative with him, which is his father. And that it's really difficult because in a lot of cases, a lot of women, single women or divorced women, they are struggling to get their ex-husband to complete these administrative papers for their child, because in some cases the ex-husband is not involved in his child's life. So this is why it's not fair when you think about it, that the legal representative first goes to the father, then there's exception where it could go to the mother. So the father can no longer be the legal representative of the kids in four cases. First, if he's stripped from his guardianship by a court order. So that could be anything. So it could be the court decide that he's not adequate to be the legal representative for the kid, but also it would mean that the mother needs to fight to go to the court for it, prove that he's not qualified to be the legal representative for his kids. Also, as an exception where the mother can be the legal representative is if the father is deceased, so upon the death of the father, or due to his absence, which also means that the mother needs to prove that, or to losing his capacity, meaning he's not qualified, doesn't have the mental capacity to be the legal representative of his kids. So these are the four cases where the father can no longer be the legal representative and it could go to the mother. But as explained, it's very difficult to prove that, and it would mean that the mother needs to go to the court and fight for the legal representation of her kids. I believe this is a really important topic to talk about, especially for foreigners that they don't know a lot about Moroccan laws. So you need definitely to keep in mind that in case of a divorce, the legal representation goes to the father, and then exceptionally could go to you as a mother. So yeah, this is all we're gonna talk about today. Thank you so much for watching and listening, of course. And as usual, if you have any questions or if you want to comment anything, please leave it in the comment section, and see you soon.